Hello guys, today we'll be looking at empirical formula, and this is the question. A compound contains 40% carbon, 6.7% hydrogen and 53.3% oxygen by mass. Determine the empirical formula of the compound. The first step is step 1. Let's do it this way to make it easier. Step 1, we're going to assume a 100-gram sample. And how are we going to do that? We write the elements down. Carbon is 40%. Hydrogen is 6.7%, and oxygen is 53.3%. If we calculate all this together, this would give us 100%. And now we're going to assume we're just going to everything together is 100%, but what we're going to do is to assume this 100% is 100 grams. That's what we're going to do. So the next step 2 is to convert the mass to moles. And what's the formula for moles? Number of moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Now we're going to do one after the other. Carbon, we're going to do this one after the other. For carbon is, since we're assuming this is grams, this 40% is going to be 40 grams. That will be 40 grams divided by the molar mass for carbon is 12. We should know that by now. 12, that will be calculated, that will be 3.33. We'll also calculate for hydrogen 6.7 grams. Okay, so sorry for the little. We'll calculate for hydrogen also, the number of moles for hydrogen. For hydrogen 6.7, this will be 6.7 grams. That will be 6.7 grams divided by, what's the molar mass for hydrogen? Very simple, we know it is 1. That will be 6.7. Number of moles for hydrogen will be 6.7. Then we'll also calculate for oxygen. That would be 53.3. That would be 53.3 grams divided by, what's the molar mass for oxygen? 16. That would be equals to 3.33. You can calculate it and follow with me. Then what's the next step after this? So this is 3.33 for carbon, 6.7 for hydrogen and 3.33 for oxygen. Then the next step 3, this was step 2. Then the next step step 3 would be divide by the smallest number. What do we mean by that? After calculating this in step 2, convert the mass to moles. The figures we got here, we're going to be dividing it by the smallest number. What's the smallest number here? 3.33. 3.33 is the smallest number here. So this is what we'll be doing. We're going to write out all the elements. That's carbon. You can decide to also write it using the symbol, but I choose to write it in full. carbon, hydrogen, then oxygen. Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Now what's the figure? What did we get for carbon? 3.33. Then you write it underneath. 3.33. What did we get for hydrogen? 6.7. You write it here. 6.7. What did we get for oxygen? 3.33. Then we write it 3.33. What are we doing in step 3? Divide by the smallest number. The smallest number is 3.33. Then we divide by 3.33. Divide by 3.33. 6.7 divided by 3.33. 3.33 divided by 3.33. This will give us 1 ratio 6.7 divided by 3.3. 6.7 divided by 3.3. That would 6.7 divided by 3.33. 2.0 approximately 2. Then this 3.3 divided by 3.3 is 1. So this is what we get: 1 ratio 2 ratio 1. CHO. C is 1, H is 2, and O is 1. Then the empirical formula, which is the final answer, is C carbon. That was going to be writing anything there. CH hydrogen 2, then oxygen O. This is our final answer. Hope you learned something today.